Welcome to Upper Scioto Valley as we preview the 2013 Ram football team. Mark Kuntz and Chris joining you here on this Kenton Family Moose Center 428 football preview. Josh Spencer, the head coach of the USV Rams, now in his second season, correct?
That is right.
Second season here with USV. A tough 2012 slate, just 1-9. Bumps and bruises. Talk a little bit about what you learned in your first full season here at USV and things you can take into this season now.
Well, it was rough, no doubt about that. I think that the thing that we learned the most is that it's going to take more commitment than maybe we originally thought from not only the coaches but the players and, the whole community kind of getting behind us and, supporting us and putting the work in the weight room and film study and that kind of thing. It's not an easy job, like you said, some bumps and bruises, but that's no excuse. Everyone has that. We don't have the numbers that some other teams do, but got a lot of kids playing both ways and, we're not ready to talk about last year. We're ready to talk about this year.
Certainly.
1-9 last year, but a couple of those were some close losses. Yeah. But as you put that behind you, about 20 kids out so far. What do you need to do to get some more participation numbers up at USV?
You know what? We got 23 kids. This is our team. We've said this from day one. Two a day started today. And we told the kids if they wanted to be a part of our program, they needed to be here today. We got 23 kids, and this is our team. We got 27 playing in the junior high, though,
okay.
7th and 8th grade. So the future's looking bright numbers-wise. We're not really worried about that. We just got a couple small classes, and that comes with the territory in a small school. You're going to have big classes and small classes, and right now, normally we average in the mid-30s, which is decent for us, but we're just kind of in one of those situations where the numbers are low, and, we're going to play with the kids we got, and we're excited about it.
Here in 2013, some of the guys you have returning from last year's team that will be impact players for you here in 2013.
Well, some of the guys you're going to talk to a little bit later, they're our senior leaders. We've got Seth Evans on the line, Cody Dyer playing the line, playing some linebacker for us, and then Nick Simon, he'll be playing quarterback for us this year. Had some turnover in the quarterback position with some injuries and such, so he's going to be running the team. But we're leaning on our seniors heavily. We got Dylan Hunsickers in the backfield, and we're really excited. It's not a huge class, obviously, with only low 20s on the team, but we're really excited about the seniors that we have.
How much emphasis do you have to put on conditioning when you have just 23 kids out on the team?
A lot. I mean, we've talked to the kids. I mean, almost every practice I tell them, you know what, guys, this stinks, and we hate to spend so much time on conditioning, but we've got to be almost in twice as good a shape as every team we play because, with other teams being able to two-platoon and that kind of thing, we just don't have that advantage. And, the thing about it is we're excited to have the kids on the field all the time. They get mad at us when we take them off the field. They want to play offense, defense, special teams, and everything. But we've got some good underclassmen that I feel like are going to be able to step in and give these guys a rest when they need it. So even though we're at 23, again, we're really excited about the 23 that we have.
You're really harping towards the tail end of practice, getting to that weight room at 8 a.m. You guys got to be there and get things going. How key will that be? I guess maybe through the summer, and then how key will that be here in August still to get them in the weight room and get going?
Yeah, we start off our two-a-days every day in the weight room.
Mm-hmm.
We've been going 4 days a week since school let out. Some of the kids have been going since December that didn't participate in fall sports, and we've been really excited with our weight room numbers. You figure, again, with our numbers, we're averaging about 90% of the kids being there almost all the time. We've had some kids that, Cody Dyer, you'll talk to him, he hasn't missed a single weightlifting since December. So, I mean, we're really excited about that. We just tested out last week, and we broke all kind of weight room records that we had set, and that's one of the things that we've really emphasized. We felt like we were pretty weak last year, and, it takes a while to get the kids to buy in to have a good strength and conditioning program. It doesn't happen in 1 year, but as the underclassmen see the commitment the upperclassmen are putting in, I mean, it just rolls along after that, and that's kind of what we're hoping for.
With 6 home games on the schedule this year, how important is it to kind of get off to a quick start to get that momentum rolling so you have nice crowds out every week?
Yeah, we had a great game with Mohawk last year, our first game of the season. Got behind, came back, took the lead, couldn't hold on to it. But when you come off of a 1-9 season, it's real easy for people to kind of jump off the bandwagon. Who wants to come watch a 1-9 team play? I mean, let's be honest. But yeah, getting off to a good start. that's very imperative to how our season goes, because we don't want to have to fight that morality thing all year about here we go again, 1-9 last year. So we've really harped on fast start, and execution. So that really is important for us to get off to a good start this year.
What do you think of the NWCC as well, too? Of course, expanding a season ago with Lehman Catholic, Fort Loramie, a couple other teams kind of thrown into the mix to strengthen the conference, to give you guys some quality competition. I'm sure that's something that you're looking forward to again this season and years beyond as well, too.
Yeah, I think it's great for the conference. I think that it really strengthens us. It really gives us something to stand by. We've got some teams that came in last year with some playoff experience and a little bit of history. We don't have a whole lot of that in our league. And, at times we're kind of looked at a small school league. We're not, really that highly looked at by some other conferences. But the thing about it is you can only play who you can play. I mean, our schools are all the same size. I don't see any reason that, we should have to go to a different league and play up any divisions or anything like that. I enjoy the league we're in. I think that it's great competition for us. It's great competition for the kids. And, with Fort Loramie and Sidney Lehman and that group of teams that came in last year, it only does the league good.
That Fort Loramie matchup, Week 8, a game you'll be able to see on WOSN. We'll also have the Waynesfield-Goshen USV game on our networks as well. Week 1, Ridgedale. When do you start preparing for them? Have you already started to look at that game?
Yeah, a little bit. We've actually scrimmaged them the last couple years, so
okay.
We're familiar with them a little bit, with what they like to do, and we've talked about if they do this or they do that, but I'll be honest with you, we're more worried about us right now. We're going away from the spread. We've run that spread offense for several years. And I think the big reason that I felt it was the best thing to do was because of the weather we had last year. You watch the spread on TV and it looks fun and it looks great, and man, this is so easy. But unlike college teams, we're unable to recruit for the spread, and we really struggled with the weather last year. So we put in some wing tee things. That's going to be our base offense, and we're looking to get a little more Northwest Ohio style football at USV, and the kids are so excited about it, especially the offensive linemen. Get after it a little bit, don't have to pass block so much. So that's kind of the direction we're headed this year.
Yeah, a lot of rainy Friday nights a season ago, and it was tough to throw the football. Real slippery conditions out there. Like you said, the kids are excited to try out the wing tee. How much of a learning curve do you think it'll be for these guys to move from one offense to another?
It's been big. It really has. I mean, the offenses are so different. We're going to have some spread concepts within the offense, because it's so easy for the kids to pick that up. I don't think that we're going to put ourselves in the situation where if we have to throw the ball, we can't. I mean, it's real easy for us to just run some of the same things that we ran last year. But the learning curve is big. I mean, we spent basically 8 of our 10 days of camp doing nothing but going over wing tee stuff. That way, when we were ready for 2-a-days, we could jump right in it and, just perfect what we've already put in. We've got some more things that we still want to put in, but we're getting where we need to be.
All right, thank you very much, Josh Spencer. USV getting where they need to be. We need to take a quick break. When we come back, much more on the USV Rams on the Kenton Family Moose Center 428 Pigskin Preview.
All right. Altogether, 3 USV Ram football players we're going to talk to here. Some quick hits here with the Upper Scioto Valley Rams. Cody Dyer joining me on set here. Cody, you've been playing football a long time now. You're into your senior season. I'm sure it's kind of hard to believe this is your final here at USV. I mean, you kind of taking it all in here for this camp and everything?
Yeah, you just get emotional when you think about it a lot, just knowing this is it and you got to give it your all.
Certainly. Playing linebacker and playing guard this season on this year's football team. We talked already a little bit about the offense that you guys are switching to. What about your defense? What are you guys going to be doing defensively this season? Some schemes, some sets. What are you guys going to be doing on that end?
A lot of blitzes from the outside coming, running 3-4, switch to 4-3, and it's going to be aggressive.
Aggressive defense, a lot of blitzing.
Oh, yeah.
You guys were close in a lot of games last year. Mohawk, Ridgemont, Perry, Lehman Catholic, all games that I marked down. You guys lost by less than 10 points, it seems like. What do you guys have to do to get over that hump and just avoid those close losses this season?
It's a lot of conditioning that we have to do with numbered amount of kids. You just got to keep pushing yourself at the end of practice to get in better condition and play the whole game.
Certainly. As Coach mentioned, 23 guys out here all together. Out of those 23 guys, you expect everyone on this team just to work hard and just be one cohesive unit this year?
I do. They've all been pushing themselves every day.
Certainly. You guys in the weight room as well, too. Coach was talking about that, getting here early and just the commitment. Have you seen that out of the seniors and the underclassmen here so far?
They really surprised me this year. Everyone shows up and works their butt off every day.
Doing a great job here so far for USV as they hope to avoid another 1-9 season. Hopefully they get some more W's here. That's Cody Dyer. We've got 2 more players coming up here in just a second.
Thanks, Chris. Joined now by Nick Simon, quarterback and free safety for the USV Rams as he wraps up his high school career with USV. And Nick, as you make this move offensively to a little bit more of a traditional wing T type of offense, as the quarterback, how are you feeling with the implementation of the new offense?
It's going pretty well. It's tough to grasp the whole new offense, but we're getting it down. We'll be fine come season starts.
How'd the summer go for the Rams program?
The summer went really well. We've been working hard all through the whole summer, and we're looking forward to getting ready to get on the field.
As you look at the schedule, obviously you've got that week 1 matchup with Ridgedale circled in bold letters. What other games do the Rams most look forward to each year?
We're looking forward to Waynesfield this year, and most conference play, we're looking forward to all of them. We're ready to play everyone.
This year, the NWCC, everybody plays everybody, so you get a chance to see Sidney Lehman, get a chance to see Fort Loramie. Are you eager to kind of judge yourselves against some of these bigger teams that have come into the league the last couple of years?
We're going to take it week by week, and we'll face our opponents and get our size-up matchups and everything when time comes.
What do you think the strength of this year's Rams team going to be?
Our seniors definitely going to have to lead us, and if everyone else is ready to put in the work and keeps driving like the rest of us are, then we'll be fine.
A couple of weeks before that matchup with Ridgedale, what do you need to work on the most before week 1?
Our offense, we need to get that down, but after we get that down, we should be fine.
Tell me a little about the offensive line you have this year.
Our offense line is pretty good. We got a lot of our seniors up front, and Seth at center, and I feel pretty comfortable behind him, so we'll be good.
Finally, what are some of the team goals this year, and what do you need to do in order to meet those goals?
We just need to improve from last season and keep working hard as we are. Everyone needs to be in shape, and if everyone's rolling together, then we'll be fine.
Nick Simon, quarterback and safety for the USV Rams. Need to take a timeout on this Kenton Family Moose Center 428 Pigskin preview. When we come back, Chris will have one more interview with the Rams.
One final time here with the USV Rams on this Kenton Family Moose Center 428 Pigskin preview. Joined now by Seth Evans, offensive and defensive line. He wants to play in the secondary as well, too. I don't know if Coach is going to let him do that. But, Seth, let's talk first about some of your opponents this year. We talked already with the Ridgemont Golden Gophers. They said you're their biggest rivals. Do you consider them your guys' biggest rival, or who is your biggest rival here that you guys play this season?
I didn't know we played Ridgemont.
Oh man!
I think
going right back at those Golden Gophers.
I think we play Waynesfield will probably be our biggest.
Waynesfield's your biggest rival out of the
Just
NWCC.
We're kind of close. We don't really like each other, so.
NWCC opponents always getting these guys here, and always tough going back and forth between those games like that. Talk a little bit about the first couple days of practice here, getting back on, getting the pads going, hitting again. I'm sure it's a feeling you enjoy.
Yes. I wish we could start out in pads. I don't like the dummies. I think everybody needs to learn how to hit, because if you are scared to hit, then it's not going to do you any well when you come play games.
Oh, you're a pretty tough guy, no doubt. Laying it all on the line here, Seth Evans. Talk a little bit about Coach Spencer and just his philosophy and the energy he brings to your guys' program. What do you like most about him as a coach as he stands over there? He's watching you. What do you like most about his style?
I like that he can get on you 1 minute, and then he just expects you to do everything perfectly. Mm-hmm. He needs you to do your job, and if you don't do your job, then he's going to get on you. You just need to do your job.
Hopefully the USV Rams can do their jobs this season here. Seth, it's been a good time having you up here on the set. That'll wrap up our segment here with the USV Rams on this Kenton Family Moose Center 428 football preview. For all of our guests and Mark Kuntz, I'm Chris Parks. It's been fun. We'll see you next time on WOSN.